What's up? I wanted to jump on here real quick to teach you guys something that I learned in college that completely changed my life, and it has to do with procrastination and how to basically not only stop procrastination, but turn yourself into basically a different person, somebody who gets stuff done before everybody else does. So in college, I had a problem where I would do stuff like last minute, and it was horrible because, in college you don't have one class. I had like 7 classes in college, and it was all medical classes. And when you do them last minute, then you have 7 big assignments. I mean, these weren't like little, one sheet homework page. These were like research papers and book analysis and book reports, and it was a lot. And it was like, when I would make these things the last minute, my grades would suffer because I was trying to get, cram all this stuff in one night, and it's just not possible, And so it made me so stressed out that I was like, I have to, figure something else out. And I tried to, I tried all these things, but it was like so stupidly simple of what I had to do. And all it was I just started putting stuff on my calendar. I didn't look at the due date anymore. Because if I looked at the due date, I would know that in the back of my mind, I would have that day and be like, oh, it's not due till then. Anytime I had an assignment, I made my own due date for that assignment. So anytime I got an assignment, whatever it was, I would I would think like, how long would this take me? And then I would subtract a little bit of time. So if I was like, oh man, this might take me a week, I would give myself like 2 or 3 days to do it. And it wasn't just like, put it in the calendar and like, yeah, forget about it. Like, no, like that's the due date for me. Cause like I said, I would try my best not to look at the due date, and I would just make my own due date, and I put it in there in the calendar and be like, this is when it's due. And so I would set up all these things in my calendar, and by the time I got it done, like I would see the due date and I was like, holy shit, like I got that done in 2 days and it's not due till the end of this month. Like I had a month to do it. And I'm like, holy crap. Like I freed up so much mental RAM and so much energy to go do other stuff, because when you do that, you might not know it, but when you have something due, it is in your subconscious. It's in the back of your mind, whether you know it or not. It's in there and it's clawing at you, and it takes up mental RAM. It takes up space and it takes up energy. Whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, it does. It takes up a lot of energy. When you have all these things in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, that's due, that's due, that's due. It has to be in there in your mental RAM. But when you do that and you clear it up, dude, you've freed up so much energy and free time to go do other stuff. And it's a positive cycle. And you can see how one side is a positive cycle where you get it done quick. You've freed up so much space and time to go do other stuff. Whereas on the other side, you think that by pushing it back, you're creating more time for yourself. But you're doing the opposite. You're sucking your own time and your own energy. Because the thing is, when you make something due much sooner than what it is, it forces you to be creative and to be efficient and to find creative ways to get it done quickly, to get it done fast. And when you do that, you are even stronger and better the next time. So if you set a date for like something normally takes you a month to do, set it for a week. And you have to be a little bit creative. You're going to get it done in a week. You become a little bit better. Next time you can set it for 4 days, 5 days. Next time, set it for 2 days. Next time, set the assignment for 1 day. Get it done in 1 day. Now you've become a machine, and you see, it's just kind of like, remember how somebody told me how katanas were made and why they were so strong and sharp? And it was because they said they folded it on top of itself and then basically hammered it down and then folded it again and folded it again. And that's kind of like what you're doing here. You are crunching like your ability to get stuff done down and down and down and down further. And the further you do it, the smaller you make that time period. You are making yourself more efficient. You have to be more creative in what you have to do. And it just literally forces you to think outside the box, right? If I told you like you have a year to start a business, you probably won't do much. If I told somebody they have a week to start a business, or even 2 days, they will most likely get more done in those 2 days than the person who had a year. Believe it or not, in those 2 days, the person will probably get more stuff done to start a business than the person who has a year. Let's say not start a business, but I said you have like, to make your first dollar in your business. And one person has 2 days to do it, one person has a year. I guarantee the person who has 2 days will get more stuff done than the person has a year. And even if they don't, you can at least say, well, in 2 days, they got more than the other person did in 2 days. So they are more efficient than the other person, regardless or not, which means in a year, they would have done so much more than the person who had an entire year. And it sounds like so simple, but I promise you, if you just start setting Dead, like start crunching, put pressure on yourself. Not so much that it's like, oh man, it's like unrealistic, but enough to where it challenges you to think outside the box. That's how you get stronger in the gym, right? You don't get stronger in the gym by lifting the same weight every week. You don't get stronger in the gym by lifting a weight you can do for 20 reps, right? So you could think about 20 reps as like 20 days. You have 20 days to do. You get stronger in the gym by adding like 5 pounds each time. Adding either more reps or more weight, and that's how you get stronger in the gym. So each time you challenge yourself a little bit and you grow stronger. It's the same way with managing your time and being efficient. You need to put pressure on yourself, basically. Put pressure on yourself not so much that it's like it's not possible and it's going to stress you out and you can't do it, but enough to where it's like, okay, I need to like figure this out. I need to either implement some kind of tool. Maybe I use AI. Maybe I use a calendar. Maybe you need it to where it forces you to get creative, to use more tools that you've never used before, to maybe do a little bit of research. And then after that, you're a little bit better. And then pressure yourself a little bit more. Maybe subtract 5 minutes, maybe subtract 5 hours, maybe subtract 5 days from your next assignment. Pressure and you get better. Pressure, you get better. And that's how you grow. And you will be a machine. Like, dude, if you just do this for 1 year, you will be a freaking machine compared to if you just stay procrastinating. So it's up to you, man. It's going to be a positive cycle or a negative cycle. There's no such thing as just sitting still, right? There's no such thing as just sitting still in life. You're either growing or you're dying. And so you have the choice now to choose. Do you want to build a positive cycle for yourself where you're just continuing to grow and learn and put pressure on yourself, challenge yourself and grow and learn and repeat? And then it's a compounding effect where it's not just, you will grow exponentially, especially if you're younger. So anyways, I could ramble on about this forever, but I just wanted to put that out there for now because in college I was suffering. And it wasn't until I started to do that like my life just completely changed. And not only was I able to like get all my assignments done, but I was able to expand outward and start businesses. And now I'm trying to start this YouTube channel as well. And I have time to do that as well, even with all these other things going on. Because of that, like you just pressure yourself and you grow just like in the gym. It's like anything else. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. And I hope this is helpful. I'll catch you guys next time.